According to Islamic teachings, the unseen world, al-ghaib, plays a significant role in our understanding of reality. Allah has created angels, jinn, and other beings, many of whom are invisible to human perception. Among the jinn are both believers and disbelievers, and those who ally with Satan are tasked with misleading, whispering to, and even spiritually spying on human beings. These are often described in modern language as monitoring spirits. While the term monitoring spirit is not directly found in the Quran or Hadith, the concept of evil jinn, whisperers, waswasa, and satanic influence, shayatin al-ins wal jinn, watching and manipulating human behavior, is deeply rooted in Islamic tradition. These spirits may be sent by Satan to observe, report, and create mischief in a person's life. Here are 5 signs, backed by Islamic teachings, that such entities may be involved in your life. Number 1. Persistent whispering, waswasa, that leads to doubt and paranoia. One of the most common signs of a satanic monitoring spirit is constant whispering that leads to suspicion, doubt, or fear. The Quran describes how Satan whispers into the hearts of people, who whispers in the hearts of mankind among jinn and among mankind. Surah An-Nas 114, 5-6. These whispers, called waswasa, are meant to weaken a person's spiritual defenses and cause them to question their faith, their self-worth, or even their loved ones. A person might suddenly feel watched, judged, or vulnerable without any visible cause. These are not regular feelings of insecurity, but persistent, nagging thoughts that seem external yet intrusive. A monitoring spirit operates by gathering information about a person's emotional and spiritual state and reporting it back to the shayatin. These spirits exploit weaknesses to push the person toward disobedience, sin, or isolation. If you find yourself constantly overwhelmed with suspicious thoughts about others, excessive fear without reason, or obsessive doubts during worship, especially about your intentions or wudu, this may be more than just internal struggle. It could be an external whisperer assigned to you. Number 2. Repeated dreams of being watched, followed, or attacked. Another major sign is the presence of disturbing and repetitive dreams, where one is being observed, stalked, or even attacked by unknown figures or shadowy creatures. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned us that bad dreams come from Shaitan, and that not all dreams are from Allah. A good dream is from Allah, and a bad dream is from Satan. If your dreams frequently involve eyes watching you, black figures lurking around you, animals like snakes, dogs, or cats in a threatening way, or being pursued without escape, these could symbolize a monitoring jinn presence. Often these spirits manifest in dreams because the dream world is part of the unseen, alam al-ghaib, and jinn find it easier to influence that space. Some scholars note that being spied upon in dreams can be a symbolic manifestation of being monitored spiritually. If such dreams persist, especially after spiritual improvement or religious commitment, it may indicate an increase in shaitanic surveillance meant to derail your progress. Number 3. Sudden isolation or relationship breakdowns without logical cause. Monitoring spirits are not just passive observers. They often plant thoughts, create misunderstandings, or stir negative emotions to sabotage relationships. Allah warns us about the whispering of shayatin among jinn and men. And so we have made for every prophet enemies, devils from mankind and jinn, inspiring one another with adorned speech in delusion. Surah Al-An'am 6, 112. If you notice recurring conflicts, fallouts, or emotional distance growing between you and family members or close friends, especially when no clear reason exists, it could be the result of a monitoring spirit sowing seeds of division. This can come in the form of sudden hatred, miscommunication, or misunderstandings that lead to estrangement. Satan thrives on division. The prophet said, "Iblis places his throne upon the water, he sends his troops. The closest to him in rank are the greatest in causing fitna. One of them comes and says, 'I did such and such,' and he says, 'You have done nothing.' Another comes and says, 'I did not leave him until I separated him and his wife.' He draws him near and says, 'You have done well.'" While this hadith specifically mentions marital separation, the principle extends to any intentional disruption of relationships. If these breakdowns come without clear explanation or after spiritual growth, a monitoring jinn could be involved. Number 4. Difficulty in worship, especially during specific times or places. A fourth sign is inexplicable hardship during worship, particularly in specific environments or at specific times, like praying in a certain room, reading Quran at night, or attending religious gatherings. Monitoring spirits may try to discourage and distract you during moments of spiritual growth. Allah describes the jinn who listen and then retreat, seeking ways to interfere. And we used to sit therein in positions for hearing, but whoever listens now will find a burning flame lying in wait for him. These spirits may try to block blessings or create anxiety when you engage in worship. You may feel heavy, disoriented, or panicked for no medical or psychological reason. Some people feel like they're being watched while praying or reading Quran and suddenly experience heart palpitations or forgetfulness. When a jinn has been sent to monitor and spiritually sabotage a believer, it can manifest as selective interference during acts of ibadah, worship. These patterns, especially if they occur only during religious efforts, point toward external spiritual interference, not just internal nafs, ego. Number 5. Awareness of being watched and unnatural occurrences in your environment. Finally, one of the clearest signs of a monitoring spirit is a pervasive feeling of being watched, especially in private or spiritual moments, paired with unexplainable occurrences like objects moving, whispers, flickering lights, or seeing shadowy figures out of the corner of your eye. The Prophet informed us that jinn live among us. There are jinn who reside among you, so if one of you finds something moving in your house, say, Bismillah. The constant sense of being watched, especially in the absence of actual people, can be a jinn's way of asserting its presence. Monitoring jinn may cause a person to lose focus, sleep restlessly, or become hyper-aware of their surroundings. If this is accompanied by visual manifestations or auditory hallucinations with no psychological basis, it may indicate a monitoring jinn. Satanic spirits often grow more active when a person is seeking closeness to Allah, intending to distract, frighten, or create doubt in Allah's protection. If your environment becomes increasingly hostile, heavy, or charged after making spiritual progress, it could be a backlash from the unseen. Monitoring spirits, while not named explicitly in classical Islamic terminology, clearly resemble satanic jinn tasked with observing and interfering in a believer's life. Through whispers, dreams, relationship sabotage, worship interference, and environmental disturbances, these spirits seek to lead people astray. Recognizing the signs and using the protection Allah has provided through His book, prophetic sunnah, and consistent remembrance will, by His will, shield you from their harm. Trust in Allah's mercy, stay firm in your worship, and remember, indeed, my servants, you have no authority over them. Surah Al-Hijr 1542.